Hello there, I am Bolanle Udueku Ayola, and here is your Wells Television Daily News Updates for today, the 15th of October 2025. President Bola Tinubu has extended heartfelt condolences to Kenya following the passing of veteran opposition leader Raila Odinga. In a statement, President Tinubu praised Odinga's devotion to democracy and prayed that the memory of Raila Odinga continue to guide Kenya towards peace, unity, and progress. Odinga, a towering figure in Kenyan politics, who contested 5 presidential elections, died in India at the age of 80 after collapsing during a walk, reportedly from a heart attack. President William Ruto declared a national period of mourning with flags to fly at half-mast and plans for a state funeral in Kenya. Nigeria's Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, has been flown abroad for medical treatment amidst concerns over his health. Sources claim that Wale Edun traveled from Abuja to Lagos and then flew to London for medical attention. Despite the move, the presidency continues to insist that there is no replacement plan and that Mr. Edun remains the substantive finance minister. Earlier, the presidency had denied rumors that Wale Edun had suffered a stroke, stating that his indisposition was serious but not related to stroke. In light of his absence, the central bank governor Olayemi Cardoso was tasked with leading Nigeria's delegation to the World Bank and IMF meetings in Washington, D.C. In a surprising shift of policy, the federal government has removed mathematics as a compulsory credit subject for students seeking admission into arts and humanities degree programs. Under the revised national guidelines for entry requirements into Nigerian tertiary institutions, candidates will now need a minimum of 5 credit passes in relevant subjects, including English, but not necessarily mathematics for art courses. The government explained that the change aims to expand access to higher education for students previously blocked by strict mathematics requirements, while still preserving standards for science, social science, and technology courses, which will continue to require mathematics. The Ministry of Education, through spokesperson Folashade Boriwo, said this reform is part of a broader effort to democratize opportunity in line with President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. Reactions from educational stakeholders have been mixed, with some seeing it as a breakthrough to reduce barriers and broaden participation in the arts. Others are warning that it may lead to a decline in numeracy skills among arts students. The Nigerian army has announced the neutralization of 4 terrorists and the arrest of 45 suspected criminals across various parts of the country. According to the Director of Army Public Relations, Major General Onyema Nwachukwu, the operations were carried out in the past week as part of intensified efforts to combat insecurity nationwide. The army said the raids, conducted in collaboration with other security agencies, targeted insurgents, bandits, and oil thieves across the northeast, northwest, and south-south regions. Troops recovered assorted weapons, ammunition, stolen crude oil, and vehicles during the operations. General Nwachukwu added that the troops also rescued several kidnapped victims and dismantled illegal bunkering sites in the Niger Delta. The army reaffirmed its commitment to restoring peace, ensuring public safety, and eliminating criminal networks threatening national security. On the foreign scene, in Madagascar, a military leader has declared himself head of state following a coup that ousted President Andry Rajoelina. The report indicates that the armed forces seized control of key government buildings in the capital, Antananarivo, and suspended the constitution. General Jean Rakotoa-Rissoa, who led the mutiny, announced on national television that the military had taken over to restore order and ensure national stability. He accused the former administration of corruption, mismanagement, and electoral manipulation ahead of the upcoming presidential election. Regional and international bodies, including the African Union and the United Nations, have condemned the coup, calling for the immediate restoration of constitutional order. Civil groups have warned of possible unrest as supporters of both the deposed president and the military junta mobilize across the island nation. And in sports, Malaysia's Football Federation has lodged an appeal against FIFA's suspension of its national team officials following a player eligibility scandal that rocked the recent World Cup qualifying series. FIFA had imposed temporary suspensions on several Malaysian officials for fielding an ineligible player in the decisive qualifying match, leading to the annulment of the result. The Football Association of Malaysia (FAM) insists the inclusion was a clerical error and not an act of deliberate misconduct. In a statement, the FAM said it has submitted a formal appeal to the FIFA Disciplinary Committee seeking reinstatement and clarification on player registration procedures. The Federation assured fans that it is cooperating fully with investigators while maintaining its commitment to fair play and integrity in football administration. And that's it on our Wells Television Daily News Updates for today. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Wells Television and like our Facebook page at Wells Television. Thank you for watching. God bless you.